Hi, everyone, and welcome to the special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show, and the Cutting Edge Benefits podcast with our host, Tom Quigley of ClaimLinx. Hey, Tom, what's going on, man? And latest news with ClaimLinx. We're in April, and tell us the latest stuff. You did some pretty interesting stuff going on. Tell us.
I'm up hanging out here in Cincinnati. The wife's got some cataracts, kind of like a pelican, kind of like a bird. They get those pelicans jumping into the ocean, going for those fish. I don't know how the hell she's got them, but it's exciting yet very painful, I guess. Exciting because she's gonna have like vision back to better than she's ever had in her life. So that's good news for her. Yep. I
What
don't know
about
how
what about other news in
modern history.
ClaimLinx? That's what we're trying
How's
to find.
that?
News on ClaimLinx.
Well, that's the president of our company, for
Yeah,
God's
sure,
sakes.
sure.
Done.
Okay.
So we're talking the news. Other news, we did a webinar yesterday that can be found on both YouTube and LinkedIn pages and Facebook pages of both ClaimLinx and myself and my sales rep, Anthony McMahon, sales manager, actually. Let me revise the title. I fired myself as sales manager. I found that I was not really meant to do that role, and we have a few sales reps now. So I felt that Anthony had more than earned the job, and I'm glad for Anthony, and I'm glad that I'm not doing that anymore.
Hey, because you're the face of ClaimLinx in so many ways, but also you want to continue to bash what's happening with our healthcare system.
Yeah, I just don't have enough time to manage people. I'm not a very good manager. In fact, I suck.
And that's why there's specific roles for specific people.
Right.
So your wife's the better manager then for the,
Yes.
the company. Yes. That's what
Well, I'm awful. I'm the worst. I was a good coach though, basketball as long, but and I'm a good coach, but I don't have patience to run, you know, forecasts, all
yeah,
this other stuff that
right.
requires people who are true managers. I suck.
All right. So talk about the webinar. What'd you guys talk about in the webinar?
Talked about our solution on health insurance and how to take advantage of the the laws and how to take advantage of saving more and more money every year.
And it's interesting because we talked about so many times in the podcast, but when people hear it for the first time, what do they say usually?
Well, the first thing is, does it make sense to them? The next move is what's important. Is if I saw uh, a show like I put on, that's really what it is. I would have my tax attorney and my accountant tell me about, okay, is this guy full of BS or is this for real? Well, the ones who do that become clients. The ones that go to their insurance agents and ask them what they think generally don't, because they try to scare them. But what's really funny about the whole thing is, think about how bright that is. You have professionals who understand the tax laws, and you're asking a commissioned salesperson what he thinks, and he doesn't even do your taxes.
Right.
And it's not a tax law. What are you doing?
So I think it's the biggest nerves is the taxes, right? Really, how is this done? Am I doing this? Are you doing this legally? And that's where the questions come. And that's why your team gets together and make sure that you field these
Right.
questions.
And then I show my Department of Labor letter and other things saying, hey, we've been looked at. I asked them to come in and look at everything. I'm sorry that your agents, I mean, what they're selling, I don't know if that's, you know, kosher or what. I mean, I'm just trying to help people save money here. That's why I ask you to get your accountant and tax attorney involved. They're the ones who tell me how aggressive or conservative they want you to be.
Right.
Don't care.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And it's just something different and new. And just looking at things in that perspective and saying, I really can save this money. I really can make my company worth more. I think it's really an important opportunity to look at. What number of employees do you think, Tom, is the perfect fit for ClaimLinx?
I don't think it's per se how many employees. I think what it is the management team, the owner, the CFO, the HR or office manager. Are they on board with understanding that they have to change and do things differently to help the employees get better benefits at lower costs? And if they're willing to have that mentality, it's very easy. It's when the CFO and the owner decide to do it and the HR director is not on board and they try to cause problems the whole year, it's a headache.
Right.
They all have to be on board. So, I could tell you that a group of 2 or a group of 1,000, but there's really are you willing to change and do things differently? That's what it boils down to.
100%. All right. Best place people can go is claimlinx.com. And definitely tell Christy I know that is news, and I hope she's well, and that after the surgery, and I'm sure
Yeah.
it was very, very, very painful. So you're in Cincinnati. You should just be driving out to see me in Mentor, Ohio, and we check out March Madness this weekend. Who's winning it all?
I think the winner of the Arizona Michigan game.
I got Connecticut winning it all. I believe Connecticut's going to win it
I
all.
believe if Connecticut gets there, they have a chance because they've done it before. The coach, everything.
It's the
That's a huge
history.
advantage in one game. It really
Yeah,
is.
exactly. If they think Duke's the best team, but I think the best team, another team to watch out for is Illinois. I think Illinois is
But
pretty.
I think any one of the 4 could win it. But obviously you're there. The Duke game, man, that's a classic example of don't let a team stay in it. My dad taught me that as a kid, man. When he coached our little league team, don't let a team stay in it. Bad things happen when they're in it. I mean, in a half court shot can happen.
Exactly. When you least expect it. All right. Go to claimlinx.com. Schedule a call, Tom, today. Appreciate it, Tom. Talk next week.
Enjoy
All
yourselves.
right. That was the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Cutting Edge Benefits Podcast, guys. Take care.
How are